Hello, my name is Andrew, and today I will be reviewing three Ultrasabers lightsabers. The first is the Reaper, next is the Dark Apprentice LEV4, and last we have the Aeon V4. Now, a little quick background on me. I am a quality inspector for a company that makes automotive brake parts. Therefore, I will be taking a fair degree of scrutiny to these when I look for any flaws, although honestly, there weren't a whole lot of flaws to find. So, diving right in, let's start with the Reaper. Now, this is a saber that I got for myself. It has the illuminated AV switch, and I chose blazing red for my blade. It is also equipped with an Obsidian V3 soundboard, which I can demonstrate for you now. Now, the video seems to show that this is a fair bit more yellow at the base, but in reality, it's a pretty uniform red all the way across. You can hear that it has pretty good sound quality. We have an Aeon silver flash on clash. All in all, this is a wonderful saber, although there are a couple of points that I would bring up with it. Number one is the location of the cover tech wheel. Most people are right-handed and are going to want to hold the saber with their thumb on the activation switch. Now, that leaves your palm right over the cover tech wheel. Really uncomfortable grip. Now, this isn't a problem if you're left-handed. Now, for me, I am right-handed, so the solution I came up with was to have more of a trigger grip on the activation switch. So that solves that. The other thing is, this saber is a fair bit longer than it looks. It is a beast. So when you take off the blade and want to wear it around with the cover tech clip, be warned, it's a fair bit bulky. Not a huge problem to me. Now, the claws, these claws are wonderful. They look really sharp, but they are chamfered on all edges, so you're no worries about cutting yourself on it. Although you could still do some damage if you hit yourself with it pretty hard. It is still pointy. Now, as a lot of people point out, they are removable. Really simple to take off. But what a lot of people don't point out is that both the emitter and the pommel can be rotated to whatever angle you like. That's why I rotated the pommel 180 degrees. I feel that it gives it a more aggressive profile. Anyway, next I'm going to move on to this one, the Aeon V4. Now, this is a saber that I got as a gift for someone. This person wanted a green blade, but wanted it to be more of a forest green. So, as you can see, the blade isn't quite as bright as the other one. That's because I had to put a few color discs, also sold by Ultrasabers, and they they can modify the color of the blade somewhat, but they do have the effect of dimming it overall, so I don't recommend using too many of them. As you can hear, this one also has sound, but it has the Obsidian Light soundboard, which is very similar in sound quality to the Obsidian V3, although it does not have some of the nicer features that allow you to customize things so much. It's a great cheaper alternative without sacrificing any kind of quality. The one thing I do want to point out, though, is that the Obsidian Light does require you to have standard battery setup, which means no rechargeable batteries. It's only your standard AAA batteries. So, let's see. There is one problem with this. When I noticed the CoverTech clip, the CoverTech wheel rather, it's probably as a function of the placement of it. It's impossible to get it flush just because of the way that the hilt is curved here, but you can see there is a somewhat of a gap here. Other than that, though, this is a very comfortable, very ergonomic saber. Has a very clean look to it. Very classy. There are some tool marks, but because it's cut on a lathe, they are all parallel to each other and perpendicular to the hilt itself, and so they're not very noticeable, even to somebody who's specifically looking for them, like me. So all in all, a really great saber in and of itself. Now this third one, I won this one in a raffle, so I did not choose it. As I said before, it is the Dark Apprentice LE V4. LE referring to the remachined silver highlights on it, which give it a really nice, classy look. Now this is a stunt saber, meaning it has no sound. It also has the blazing red blade and these nice windows in the emitter. If you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of windows in the emitter, as all three of these sabers have it. As a stunt saber, it does not have the flash on clash or the sound, as I mentioned before. It does really nicely. Honestly, I would not have bought a stunt saber, but now that I have it, I can see the benefits of it. It's a really cheap alternative to going all out on a more expensive saber. Great for breaking into the hobby. Really, all three of these sabers are great. I could not be more pleased. One thing I do want to bring up, though, or rather, I shouldn't say though, in addition, these are extremely durable. When you first get these, seeing as you spend a couple $100s on it, you're going to want to treat it with kid gloves. That's understandable. But remember, these are meant for dueling, so they are quite durable. I've put these all through their paces just to make sure. The polycarbonate blades do hold up to semi-aggressive sparring. I didn't go fully aggressive just because I don't want to actually hurt my sparring partner. But I didn't want to really do a huge test on the hilts just because I figured they might not be built to put up with the same level of punishment. So another little freebie that Ultrasabers gave me was this spinner. Not a huge fan of fidget spinners, but this one is made from the same T6 aircraft aluminum as the others. And I found out that no matter how much I try to destroy this, no matter how hard I slam it onto a concrete floor, I can't put anything more than a small nick in it. This is the worst damage I could do, and I'm not even sure if you can see it on the camera. Anyway, they also have an assortment of blade plugs for when you're wearing it around. And the CoverTech clips that you get with them. They are made of plastic, but they are really sturdy, and they are really the same level of quality that you'd expect with the rest of these. All in all, a great buy. I highly recommend Ultrasabers to anybody who's looking to break out into the lightsaber hobby. I can't really compare them to any of their competitors, seeing as, well, these are the only ones I own. So, maybe sometime in the future I'll take a look at some of the competitors and I'll be able to find out. But, just from what I'm seeing here, a sample size of 3 very different designs, Ultrasabers hit it out of the park. Once again, this has been Andrew, and I hope you all have a great day.